Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I have been on this crusade to I just want you guys to know me more, right? And part of my journey in doing that, I've been telling you guys about people who have influenced me, people who I watch their videos for motivation or inspiration. So far, I've talked about Dick Gregory, Reverend Ike, Will Smith. I think that's it so far. Okay, so today I want to talk about Jim Carrey. Not only am I a product of 90s, 2000s movies, all of his movies, The Mask, Ace Ventura, like if you're like, I think I'm a millennial, I don't know what I am, but if you're in that bracket, you have grown up on Jim Carrey's movies. Okay, he just ruled that time. And so I really enjoy him as an actor. But of course, you guys know me. I like when I can learn from someone via interviews, via their talks, you know? And it's kind of funny because nowadays I feel like if I can't learn from an artist, I kind of don't like their art like as much. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're just a rapper, but when they start interviewing and they can't actually give you some gems, they can't articulate themselves well, I kind of be like, nah. So anyway, Jim Carrey, I have really enjoyed his movies, but what was my thing is when I saw him on an interview, and this was years ago. He was on Oprah Winfrey Show, okay? And this is when I think The Secret was coming out. The Secret, which is the Law of Attraction, the book was coming out. Right around that time, I saw an interview of him with Oprah Winfrey, okay? And basically, in the interview, he was saying how he visualized himself to be a movie star. And he wrote on a check $10 million, and he gave himself 3 years to accomplish this goal. And so he would go on Mulholland Drive, which is in LA, and he would sit and visualize himself like, I'm an actor, all these directors want to work with me, like I'm doing amazing, I'm getting so much money per movie. Like every single day he would visualize himself doing this every single day until it manifested. And it manifested. And so he did this interview, and I was like, man, that's so cool, like visualization. And I think this was years ago when I was kind of just getting into like all of the law of attraction, because now I'm deep in it. But when I was first getting into it, like affirmations, visualization, The Secret, all that, like I was in deep. Well, I was starting to get into it, and then I just kind of I dove in there, and now it's like it's a part of me. It's almost like it's part of my character at this point. Because if you're not positive, if you're not about positive energy, like I almost can't be around you. Not almost, I probably won't be around you if you're not a positive, uplifting person. I have to control my energy, right? So anywho, he would give a ton of interviews about basically it was almost like spirituality mixed with manifestation, mixed with what are we doing on this earth, what is our purpose. And it's really interesting because he said something very similar to what Will Smith said. So they both said that I wish everyone could reach their materialistic goals to know that that's not it. Basically, now that's not verbatim, of course. That's just a little summary. But they both basically said that I wish everyone could be as rich as they want, as famous as they want, have whatever they want, to know that that is not it. You know what I mean? Once we stop looking outside of ourselves for happiness, and we only look within ourselves for happiness, then that will be the key. Right now, a lot of people say, I can't be happy until I get my man. I can't be happy until I make $10,000 a month. It's like you cannot see it that way. You have to say, I'm happy now. And when you're happy now, those things will be magnetized to you. Okay, and then they will manifest because you're already happy now. So that timeline is already there. You just have to switch frequencies, right, to attract that to you. And so he goes on to say different things about how sometimes fear holds us back. And fear is just nothing. Like, fear is, we're worried about something that hasn't even happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. So why are we even worried about it? Right? And so anyway, he has so many gems, so many nuggets of amazing information. And as you guys get to know me, I want you guys to know, like, these are some of the people that and mind you, I'm not putting them on a pedestal at all. I just enjoy the messages. It doesn't mean I agree with their whole life. It doesn't mean that they're a god to me or anything of that nature. I think we're all humans, and everyone should be treated fairly, respectful. No one is above each other. So I'm not saying these people I put like, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that they have amazing messages, and darn, I'm sorry, it's ice cream truck. Darn, I'm sorry. So they have amazing messages, and as you guys are getting to know me, I want you to know where some of my mindset, my thought process have developed over the years. And these are some of those particular what's it called, things that I really take to heart. Like, I really take to heart, you can manifest your life, right? I believe the thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. I believe that with every fiber of my body. I believe that happiness is internal. You cannot get happiness externally. You can't. You just can't. We think you can because we're giving credit to someone. But you're like, for example, if you're in a relationship, it's because you like the way that you feel when you're around them. So they're kind of like the catalyst of how you feel on your own, right? That's a whole thing, but which I would love to dive into in another time. But this video, I love his mindset. Jim Carrey. I don't know if you guys have ever just listened to his interviews, but I'm gonna put some clips after this video, and I want you guys, please watch it. He has some great information, and it's so motivating. It's so introspective. It's almost like spiritual too, because basically it's almost like he's saying detach from the materialistic world. Detach. And once you start taking away things, you realize what life is truly about. And it's about memories, right? It's about being with loved ones. It's not about getting things, right? It's about giving love. Okay. So I really enjoy his talks. I hope you guys enjoy his talks. And this may be like a little series that I do, not all the time, but I really just want you guys to know as much as you can about me. And I want to share people that I really enjoy listening to for that boost, for that inspiration, for that motivation. And at this point, I pretty much know a lot of their videos verbatim, like by heart. That's like how often I watch them. So sometimes you may know this information as well, but it's also awesome to just have like a friendly reminder, like, listen, we got this. Do not let fear stand in the way of your goals. Fear is imaginary. Go for it. Visualize. Even Kobe Bryant said that. If you're a basketball fan, you have that Mamba mentality. He said every single night he will go to bed visualizing him taking like 200 shots a night, scoring 100 points a game. Like, he would visualize himself winning games. He would visualize himself practicing. And even scientists said that when someone visualizes it's almost the same as them doing it in real life. Like, they took a study on some Olympic track athletes and had them visualize, and they monitored like their heart rate and all these things, the brain neuroscience, and it was the same as if they did the actual track race or the actual particular event. So our minds are so important, and that's why I always say, you guys, be careful of the things that you listen to, the energy that you give it, the energy that you give people, like the energy that you're taking in. Be careful of the people that you're around, what you're putting in your mind, body, and soul, all that. Look at my baby. Be careful of all of that, because it's important. It gets down to the subconscious mindset, and then that rewires you. Okay, so we're gonna have a positive year, and listen to these videos, guys. Please listen to them, and please tell me what you think, and be brave.
I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
This was in like 1987, 85?
Yeah.
And
I had nothing at that time. So
didn't you write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. And I put it in my wallet, and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff. But then, just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber. Maybe.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. So you visualize yourself like. Visualization works if you work hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, go eat a sandwich.
Visualizer and a manifester. So I literally spent, every night of my life for about 4 years on Mulholland Drive after I do the comedy clubs, manifesting my life. So I made a check to myself for $10 million for acting services rendered, paid to the order of Jim Carrey, post-dated Thanksgiving 1995, stuck it in my wallet, and 6 months before that due date came due, I was making $10 million for a movie. Manifestation. I believe in, putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key. Is like people they sit around going, when's it going to come? 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 And that's the wrong way. You're facing the wrong way. You're facing away from it. You have to go. It's here. It's here. It's here. The entire universe, all of creation is an improvisation. And you have to kind of just accept it and go with it and have fun with it and try to surf it. And sometimes you feel like you're on top of the wave, and sometimes you fall off and you keep getting up.
Fear is going to be a player in your life. But you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here. And the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying, I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it.